Yo, what's up team? It's Coach Nate. Today we're going to look at a few different reverse fly variations that we can do to help improve our shoulder stability, shoulder strength, and I also really like to use these for kind of posture. If we're quite hunched over, so a lot of the fighters and tennis players I work with, quite rounded, tight pecs. So we want to kind of do some work to reset and build some strength in those upper back muscles. So I've got about 4 or 5 variations that we are going to have a look at today that you can start adding into your routine. So first thing to set up, we're going to use a bench here. Ideally we want the bench on an incline, not flat. If it's flat, a lot of the time our arms are going to hit the floor, it's not going to work correctly. So we want the bench on at least a slight incline. Okay, when we're setting up, I come so my feet are grounded, I can push into my toes. I've got some light dumbbells, you don't need particularly heavy ones for this. Okay, and then I'm not head on, I'm retracting my shoulder blades a little bit from the start. So first one we're going to have a look at is an I position or Y. So essentially from here, all we're doing, I turn the hands out and then I'm trying to drive up and get as much range as possible. If I'm really tight in my shoulders, you might see some people do this and they might only be able to get to there. Okay, that's one of two things. Either they're lacking mobility or they're lacking strength. Okay, if they can get to here without any weights and then you give them weight and they're only getting to there, the problem is a lack of strength. So they just need to work on light weights and work on trying to get that same movement there. If it's a case of no weight and we still can't get to here, it's a case of we need to do some mobility exercises to get that range of movement before we strengthen it. Okay, so with the Y, shoulders back. Okay, with this movement, it's not about banging out reps really quickly. It is about nice and control, especially when we're here. We're trying to control that movement back down. We're not just swinging the arms away like crazy. So that's the first one of our straight arm variations. The next one of our straight arm variations is a T. Okay, on the T, this one is more mid-back, so I'm really trying to retract my shoulder blades tight together. And then I'm going out to the side, and I'm trying to get that squeeze nice and tight. Okay, so I've got my dumbbells, retract. Okay, and I'm just getting that T movement. So out, get that pause and squeeze, nice control back down again. Okay, the last one I'm going to do from straight arm is going to be kind of like a reverse kind of straight arm pullback. Okay, so I'm not sure which this is actually called. So again, I still want to lift that chest, shoulders back, and then I'm straight arm. This is also going to hit triceps quite a lot. Okay, so that one's just that straight arm, bit of tricep work, and also going to get that lower back and lats engaged. Those are our straight arm variations. We can also do some different bent arm variations, more to look at the maybe rotator cuff, strengthening rotator cuff, and getting that external and internal rotation. So the first one we'll look at here, same setup. Okay, this time I'm just going to do what we call a W. So as I come up, I'm bringing them up into a kind of W position. Okay, so I'm still getting that squeeze through the mid-back. Nice and tight, all right? The next one we can look at is, this was one for my, when I tore my pec, one of my rehab ones. So this one, I'm just going to bring both elbows up, trying to bring them up into 90 degrees. And then I'm just holding position, and I'm trying to do some external rotation. Again, so really good for one, just keeping that back in place and holding. And then I'm getting some serious strengthening to the rotator cuffs as I get my external rotations in. So all of those are fantastic for building up some strength and stability around the posterior deltoid, upper back, lower back. So you can either add them into your warm-up, or they might be part of your rehab routine if you're doing like a little rehab or prehab routine daily. Especially a lot of the guys that I work with in tennis and fighting, it's going to be really good for you to help prevent those kind of niggles and injuries that you get in your shoulders. One thing I like to do, I call it my little complex set, is adding a few of those together. So what I might tend to do is do maybe 5 Ys, straight into 5 Ts, straight into 5 of the reverse ones. Then I might go into 5 of my external rotations. So just have a quick look at that. So I start here. Okay, so I might do my 5 reps there. Then I'm into 5 reps of my Ts. Then I might go 5 reps in here. Once I've done that, elbows up. 5 reps on there. And by the end, you're going to feel a real burn, okay? So you're going to start to feel that kicking in. Again, you don't need super heavy weights for this. Go lighter, focus more on control and repetitions. Obviously, if it gets easy, then you can start building the reps and building the weight up as well. But yeah, some of my top ones, simple, easy to do on a bench, and that's really going to help with building some stability and helping with shoulder issues.